Hey guys, here with my weekly series on real estate after hours. As you probably know if you saw my first video, I do this when it's Sunday night. It's the most relaxing time of the week before a new week starts. And I do my Legos. And I think from last week I only progressed about this much. So I haven't been able to do too much. But anyway, I just wanted to start with one of the questions that I currently is being asked with the kind of market we have in Houston. So all my questions are going to be based on my experience as I'm Houstonian and I sell real estate in Houston. So what's happening is in Houston market, as you probably know, it's still crazy down here. Homes under 300,000 are still a very hot commodity, and currently I'm working with few buyers that are in that price range. So the question I get asked is, what are we going to do in a multiple offer situation, which is still happening? So the multiple offer situation, there are few things we can absolutely do to make sure that the buyer is able to get ahead of the multiple offers. Now that could be anywhere from 2, or I just found out about one property today had 17 offers. $250,000 house, 17 offers. So how would we win in that? For that, we just need to have a very open discussion with the buyers to make sure that we know what's the max they can do in terms of if it's a cash offer, totally different rules. But if it's a loan offer, can we have more down payment? Can we have less option period time? Can we close faster if we've talked to lender in advance and made sure that all the pieces of puzzles are in place? Can we do an appraisal waiver? That's a very hot commodity right now when you're making a offer in a multiple offer situation. Can you do things like ask for no warranty? Can you pay for the title policy, let the buyers pay for it? I mean, it's negotiable. Most of the time sellers pay for it down here. But with the multiple offer situation, can the buyer pay for it? So on a contract that we have by Texas Realtor or TREC, which is a Texas Realtor commission, whichever contract you use, what is it that you can do in that contract that can make the contract more attractive to the seller? So when they're looking through a bunch of offers, they're able to distinguish and say, okay, this one sounds better. So it's never always about the price, by the way. It's never always about the price. That's what people make mistakes with. They think, hey, if it's a $250,000 house, let's offer $270,000 and we're going to get it. No. Most of the time, it's all the other components in the contract that you put together, make an attractive piece of an offer that the seller will go for. So if you have a great realtor with you, which I'm sure many of you do, hire a great realtor, make sure that they are discussing those options with you. Make sure they're going through the contract with you and saying, hey, Section 1 allows for this. Can you let this go? And can you do this? And so on and so forth. So you should be having that honest conversation. If you're in a place, a situation, multiple offers, what are you going to do to make your offer very attractive for the seller to accept? Best thing, if you have cash, you're in a totally different ball game. I mean, most of the times that everybody has cash, then we're talking investors, so we have a totally different dynamics over there. But with loan, which is the majority of the clientele, what can you do? How can you make it worthwhile for your buyer? Now, I have one multiple offer situation. I've also lost a multiple offer situation. I'll be honest about that. It's never a gray, just black and white situation. You have to look at it. You have to know what the seller wants. If you find out the seller wants something like they don't want to leave the house, you want to give them free rent back, rent it back to them for a few months even, that has won some offers for some people. But again, you have to do your due diligence to make sure you're aware of all parties, what their needs are, what can you do to make it win, and hopefully you do. So in Houston market currently, this is what we're experiencing, and it might be different in other markets. but I wanted to just let you guys know what's happening down here. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you until next week. Probably won't be done with this, but if I am, I'll start on something new. I'll see you guys then. Bye.